Hello folks, hope everyone is well. Just came back from fishing, the tide was coming in, didn't catch anything, but it's just nice to do it, you know. I lost two traces, so I have to go back to the shop and make some more traces now for the rest of the couple of days that I'm here. Sitting in the tent here, weather's getting better, apparently now from next week, from tomorrow onwards, it's to get better, so that's good news. But yeah, a little story, about Tom and Scano and Golly, myself. Fantastic Four. But what was it? One night, myself and Tom, Lord mercy on him, and Paddy and Martin. Martin, Lord mercy on him as well. Paddy and Martin are my mate Golly's two brothers. Martin's his younger brother. Paddy is his older brother. Now I have three older brothers. My older brothers are all bigger than me. So Golly's older brother, Paddy, is like 4'2". You know, Lester Pickett's like Arnold Schwarzenegger compared to him. You understand? But lovely person. And Martin's his younger brother. And we lost Martin now last year, I think it was, yeah. Which is, you know, it's terrible losing all these people at very young ages, you know. It's not right at all. But however, just back to the story. So we said to Forest we go down to the Silver Fern, which is a pub in my town. And I think we were going down to listen to Scano singing, because Scano, a great singer. He was singing down there that night. With Golly not being a drinker, Golly likes to smoke spliffs. We all did smoke spliffs when we were younger, and I get onto that another time. So Golly decided to stay home, smoke spliffs, and listen to Neil Young. So we said we go out and we go listen to Scano in the Silver Fern. So we got down to the Silver Fern, the four of us. Now I'm only 16, Tom's 16, he's a couple of months older than me. Scano, 17, he was singing in the band. And then Martin, a year younger than me, and Paddy, he was 4 years, he was like 20. But whatever. So we walked into the Silver Fern, it's a big pub. And then when we walked in, over in the corner, we seen all the people, all the lads from over the bridge. And in amongst them all was a fella 6 months beforehand I had a problem with in the same pub. It was like karma hitting me back. It was like karma, that's what it was, you know. And I was thinking, oh shit, but you can't turn around and walk out, you know, you have to hold your own. So we walked in, went down, right down beside the toilets and sat down there. And I says to the boys, did you see who that was? And they says, yeah, we see him there all right with 15 other people. I was thinking, oh shit, lads, something's going to happen here tonight. And we're all kids, and these are men, you know, these are men, these are grown-ups, you know, in the late 20s and their 30s. The fella's name was Red, let's call him Red. Red something, Red. That I had trouble with 6 months before in the same pub. And however. So we're there, and there's myself, Tom, Paddy, and Martin. And we're all tiny, you know. I used to call me half pint, yeah, when I was a kid. That's how small I was. I'm still small today, but I just had to put weight on with a beer belly on me and stuff like that. Talking about beer belly, I'm just having one now, you know. And so what are we going to do, lads? What are we going to do? We can't walk out. You can't, you know, you can't look. You can't do that. You have to stand your own. But anyway, so I said to myself, I talked to one of the main. There was a couple of main fellas there, and I went and talked to them in the pub, and I said, "What am I going to do here? You know, he's up there. There's loads of them. Is there anything you can do for me?" Because this fella, you know, they ran our town, and I knew him very well. And he just said, "Careful, the only thing you can do, mate, have you got a blade?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Have you got a blade?" I said, "No, I haven't got a blade." He said, "Well, get yourself a blade or a pint glass and get ready for it." I'm thinking, holy shit, this is what, I'm not even into that, you know, blades and pint glasses is not my thing at all. So I told the boys what he told me, and they were thinking, uh-oh, what are you going to do? I was thinking, all right, I'm just going to have to see what happens, you know. So sitting there for about half an hour, and I know he's watching me, and they're watching me and looking down on us and stuff like that, and Tom's there, and Tom's freaking out to death, you know. Tom's not a fighter, like I said, not at all a fighter. He's just clumsy. So I said, "Tom, don't worry about it. Whatever happens, it's going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to you. You just stay over. It's just coming to me." So I see the fella getting up with another fella with his mate, and they're walking down, and the toilet door's beside me here. And to go to the toilet, and I'm sitting right at the door. And I knew he was going to have to go to the toilet, and I knew when he did go to the toilet, that's what it's going to happen. So I'm sitting there on this sofa kind of thing, you know, and there's loads of people, you know, around. There's people that I know from old people and women, and, you know, all sitting around in this kind of a cold thing in the corner. And I'm watching him coming down, and I'm thinking, right, this is it now, get yourself ready. And he's coming down, and he went to open the door of the toilet, and I'm looking at him in the corner of my eye. And he done that to make me think that he was going to go to the toilet. I kind of turned away, but then I seen him pulling his hand back, you know, and he hit me. And at the same time he pulled his hand back, I had kind of jumped up to get ready for it. I mean, he hit me, I was going back, and he hit me here, and it kind of knocked me up. I ended up standing up on the sofa with him in my arm, pulling him towards me, you know, so I had him in here at my chest, you know, his head was here at my chest, and I'm giving it loads of this and loads of this. And in the corner of my eye, and what I'm hearing is Tom, hit him, Carpo, punch him in the head, punch the face off him. And I'm seeing in the corner of my eye, Tom is boxing air, you know, he's telling me what to do. Hit him, Carpo, hit him. And I was saying, Tom, I'm fucking trying, I don't know where his head is. Because his head was underneath me here somewhere. Now, when you're in a fight, people, they don't last very long, yeah? Fights last 30 seconds, maybe to a minute, longest, yeah? Normally. And so I'm thinking to myself, it's great, our brains are absolutely amazing. And do you know that we only use 13% of our brain? The other 87% of our brain is asleep. Nobody, we don't use it, nobody. We can't not log into it. Imagine we could clock into our brains, the rest of it. We'd be superhero, we'd be super people. It's astonishing just to know what we could do, or even just the thought of it. Because we only use 13% of our brains. Every man, every person, no matter what you do, all we use is 13% of our brains. So when you're in this, when you're fighting somebody, you know, you're frightened before it, you're terrified again after it, but during it, the adrenaline is hitting you, and the fear's gone. And you don't feel it, you don't feel pain, your brain switches onto kill mode, or defend mode, if you like, attack mode and defend mode, defend yourself. So while I'm listening to Tom, punch him, Carpo, knock him in the head, punch the head off him, and throwing air boxes and jumping around like a jackrabbit, I think to myself, right, Daddy, you know, it's been about 30 seconds, you're not hurt. You kind of got to give him a few, you know, you got the better of him in a way. Now, how are you going to get out of this? And I'm thinking to myself, do you know the old, do you ever see the films with the Americans in the American bars, when two people start to fight, and they're fighting, and one of them spill over a drink, and this fella gets up because he spilled a drink over his missus, and he gets in, then somebody else comes in, and then after 2-3 seconds, the whole bar is killing each other. And the fella that started it, you can see him crawling from under a table or under someone's leg, getting up, brushing himself off, and legging it out of there while everyone's killing themselves. That's what I thought I'd do. That's what you're going to do, Gary. So there's 2 tables full of drink, and these drinks are belonging to everybody. And I'm thinking to myself, while I'm doing this, if I throw him over the table and I go with him, he will land on the table, I will land on him, he will get the glass, he will break the glass, he will get hurt, and he will cushion me, if you like, and that means everyone will get in on it. So that's exactly what I did. I grabbed them, I pulled them up, and I threw them onto the tables. And I went with him. 2 tables went over, and all the drinks went over. And everybody got up and tried to break it up and get their drinks, and I'm going out underneath it just to get under somebody's legs while they're killing each other. And I get up, push myself off. But the fella had legged it with his mates, because it got broke up then after I'd done that. It got broke up then. And I'm going to stand there, and I'm after losing the chain, I'm looking for my chain, and the drink people are fixing their drinks and whatever is fixing the table up. And Tom says to me, come on, Carpo, let's go get them. But they had left, 3 or 4 of them had left together. I turned to Tom and I says, what? Let's go get them. I says, Tom, if we were going to get them now, yeah, do you know what would happen? You would fall over your own laces, you would fall, bang your head, get yourself knocked out, and I'd have to deal with all of these on my own. He says, no, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go home, up the gullies, smoke a few spliffs with them, listen to Neil Young, and just relax. And do you know what, people? Smoking a few spliffs, listening to Neil Young is safer than any pub night out, any drinking, anything like that. It's safe, and so that's what we did. And you know, that's just one of the stories with Tom jumping around like a jackrabbit, punching air punches, telling me to hit him and hit him. But we got out of that. You know, we were only 16, we're only kids. When I remember I'm 16, 17, I'm still a kid, you know. But we got out of it unscathed, you know. We got out of it safe, we weren't hurt. Nobody got hurt, you know. Even the other fella didn't get hurt when he was on the point glass, when he fell on the point glasses, when I threw him on them and stuff. So I'm glad of that. I'm glad of that, you know. So there you go, people. One of my stories. Listen, press those buttons, you know. It doesn't cost anything, you know, and it'll make me feel good. Like and subscribe. Gary Slice of Life. Keep up the good fight. When I say the good fight, don't go fighting people. The good fight is inside, okay? Love you all. Take care.